Is my grandpa secretly Commissioner Gordon? What burger of the day do I want to eat today? How does Ben Grimm have children? How is Hope gonna get herself out of this one? Let's have a conversation.
Hello, welcome to Conversations with the Goob. That's me. Let's have a conversation. This week I thought we could talk about college courses, specifically 101s, and if you think they're misleading like I do. Not all of them. Specifically one I had, so my degree is Industrial Technology Education, or ITE, and so the Delta course had us take a little taste of every single shop class, because as a shop teacher essentially I could be put in any one of those positions. Looking at Vassar, where I did my shadowing, the teacher taught drafting, wood, and metals, and they were all like, you take shop class and you start with drafting and move up to wood. And then where I went to high school, Red Lion in Pennsylvania, we had an entire tech wing, and every single class had their own teacher teaching it. So we had woods with a woods teacher, metals with a metals teacher, electronics with an electronics teacher, etc., etc. But that's why, since Delta's in Michigan, they position the course as doing it that way, with you have a little taste of everything. Well, one of the courses that they had me take was Auto 101. Now, I held off on taking this because it really wasn't offered very often, and it was finally offered again, and I was able to take it. Teacher was great. There was only 2 of us in the class that were in the ITE program. Everyone else was there to be a mechanic. So he was going to try to teach us a little differently, because he did treat us a little different. He had us team up, and I think he graded us on like a different curve because of the fact that we weren't in a mechanics program. Everyone else was like in 6 different classes at the same time that all went along with it. But see, here's what I'm thinking. Auto 101. Auto mechanics for 101, introductory to automobiles. They're going to teach me how to change oil. They're going to teach me how to change fuses. They're going to teach me maybe how to change a spark plug. Simple things that I can do in my own driveway, pretty much things. They're going to introduce me to the automobile. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, great, that's cool. I could learn some more stuff about my car, to be able to fix more things at home and check things out on my own at home. That's not what it is. Literally what we did every single day was we took apart an engine, and then we put the engine back together. I think we took that thing apart 4 or 5 times, and then the final exam was each one of us did it alone and had to put things together alone. And I learned a lot. I learned how to put pistons into a car, and I learned, or into the engine and stuff, but that's nothing I'm ever going to do on my own. That's nothing I'm ever going to teach at a high school class, because at a high school tech class, if you have auto shop, I don't think that's what you teach them in auto shop, because I don't remember them ever taking apart engines in the auto shop we had in my high school. I guess maybe if I taught at a tech center, but I don't want to go to a tech center. The tech center was boring. It was like the welding class was just welding a straight line every single day, and it was just like so boring. They didn't do projects. That's one of the things I loved about shop class. In high school, it taught you did projects, but then you learned how to do things around the house, from those projects, and I enjoyed it. But that's what I thought our conversation could be this week. Have you had any 101s that were completely different from what you thought they were going to be? Leave that down below in the comments. Let me know what course it was, what you thought it was going to be, and what it ended up being. Most of the other ones, were pretty much straight on. Welding 101 was just welding a line. Metals 101, we built a couple tools on the lathe. I wish that they were more like usable things, because I have a bunch of junk pieces of metal that I can't do anything with laying around in my room. That's what I loved about shop class. In metal shop, we built a hammer. We built a scribe, which isn't really useful if you don't do anything with it. You put it up to the metal to draw straight lines across the metal. But we built this horseshoe game where you twist the horseshoes and pop the thing out, and it was a fun little that used a bunch of different of the machines and stuff. But it was just, I liked that. And I learned from it. And but no, Auto 101 was nothing what I thought it was going to be. And I learned from it, but nothing that I'm already forgetting the stuff I learned. I'm never going to use it. I get it for the people that are going to be mechanics. It makes a lot of sense because they need to know how to do all that. But I just don't feel like that's a 101. I feel taking the engine apart's like a 301. You look at an automobile, you're thinking introductory to automobile. What's the first thing you're going to be introduced to? Well, let's just take the engine apart. I thought it was weird. So like I said, leave it down below. Classes you had that were, even if it's not a 101, there's a class that you took going into it expecting it to be one thing and it was something completely different. Let's have a conversation about that. And remember, you don't need to have superpowers to be a hero.